Locs Productions, Cliche 93 TV, SPI, VJ Keyway. Have a very, 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 very special guest in the black box. To y'all, she's known as Jaguar Wright. To me, myself, I call her Ellen J. Wright. And I would like to give her a proper introduction and explain kind of why I've nicknamed her Ellen J. Wright. Everyone probably under the sound of my voice at this time got familiar with Jaguar Wright, going viral, popping her she-nick, controversial conversation, dropping bombshells. Some considered her crazy, all that. I can recall becoming familiar with her online during that time, 5-6 years ago. And I remember watching her do a certain live. And on my mama, my dead homies, my daughters, my Locs, my loved ones, everything I love and live for, my sister and my sons, even my granddaughter, Heartbeat. I can remember watching her do a certain presentation, and in my spirit and my soul, something told me, she's Seventh-day Adventist. Something about her is Seventh-day Adventist. I couldn't place it. She didn't say no. She didn't give nothing specific to get that away. But as I continued to watch this certain live, she revealed some Seventh-day Adventist origins that made me say, I knew it. I knew it, cuz. So next time I went live, I just gave a general shout out to her into the metaverse, universe, or whatever. Showed her respect, kind of explained why. And throughout that process, we ended up speaking as the family we are based on our upbringing and things we're affiliated with. We're getting that to it longer. But just to know this, I'm going to get onto it because I'm so interested to hear what she has to say. But as far as my introduction is concerned, so you can understand the nickname that I've blessed her with, the depths of it, the religion that I am familiar with, I was raised under, she and myself are both familiar with, Seventh-day Adventism. When it comes to the Bible, we have been taught a doctrine of a certain prophetess, a female, who is almost is equal to the Bible when it comes to what we believe, when it comes to doctrine. And her name is Ellen G. White. And she is not only a pioneer, but a prophetess to the extent where there are generations and generations of people have shaped their life off of her visions and things that she has went through and seen. So when I met my sister via social media and I knew her upbringing and I saw her courage and her plight and her name and the way I play with words, I could do nothing other than name her Ellen J. Wright. And I am so honored to have Ellen J. Wright in the black box. I love you, baby. Welcome, finally.
Love you too.
Yes.
And finally,
yes.
yeah, I finally have a life partner that doesn't keep me from doing things that I want to do. He actually helps
the rabbi. That's what you called me a long time ago.
Rabbi.
Yeah.
You know, when you first said it to me, I was like, "Oh no." And to hear it now, I get it. You know, we were taught to believe, period. And even as we moved away from religion, it's the foundation. Train up a child in the way he should go. And when he is older, he will not depart from it. I think the part that bothers most people when it comes to me is the fact that I know how to get rid of the man part of religion and just hold on to what is God. And that pisses people off because I keep defying the odds of man. You know, and it's just like, there's no way that's going to happen. There's no way she's going to make it through that. There's no way she's going to make it to next year. There's no way. And I just looking at Yahweh.
The boldness.
Yahweh.
Yahweh.
I mean, you say no way. I say
Yahweh. Not Yahweh, not my way, not her way, but Yahweh.
Yahweh.
Catch up, keep up. I get it. And that kind of like, you know, it kind of like locks into why I give you the name, because the boldness it takes to do some of the things that you do, it's almost like Noah being the only person upon the earth saying it's going to rain enough to where everybody needs to get on the ark.
And nobody wanted to believe it until the water started coming down. And he was crazy and he was a nut and his family was cursed and everything was wrong. And for decades, they disgraced this man. You know, and then the water came. You know, and I wondered to myself, like I was talking to some of the guys over at Real Life.
The Blue Couch.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Blue Couch,
Shout out
Real
to
Life,
the Blue
for believing in sis and keeping her with that lifeline to the public, no matter what it looked like. Salute y'all. Go ahead.
You know, and I was just telling them that, you know, people always have a lot to say about me saying that I feel most comfortable around killers. And they're just like, what are you talking about? I'm like, what do you mean? God is a killer.
God is a God of war. Exodus 28.
Best killer.
Bless yourself.
Excuse
Bless
me.
yourself.
Oh,
Bless
my
yourself.
goodness.
Bless yourself. It's
Goodness,
okay.
see, look
Yo,
at
get
that, look at the
comfortable. It's
devil.
okay. No problem.
Oh, no, it's allergy
It's
season.
okay. Get them out of
And
there.
I have been
You good.
driving from region to region. We back on the road again, Charlie.
Salute.
Back
You
on
say.
the road again. And I don't mess with too many. What's in this cup?
What do you need? What would you desire? I
What is
apologize
in
for
this
not
cup?
asking. I think that's mine. It's tequila. If it is, yeah, that's
No, that's water.
what would
Thank
you
the
prefer?
Lord. Because I was like, oh, please.
What would you desire? You
Not
need
no
something?
Tootsie. No, I'm joking.
You literally took one of my. That's one of my questions. I want to know about the pink stuff, but don't get ahead of ourselves, please. Please.
No, but it's just hella interesting. All of it, you know, but for God. And God is a killer. And
God is a God of war.
And I say to people all the time, I do not think y'all understand the God that I serve.
Talk about him.
I really don't think they get it. They have created these ideologies about what they want God to look like to the world. But who told anybody God needed them to redefine who he is? You know, they keep you keep saying a lamb, but the truth is God is anything but a lamb.
Break that down. Expound, please.
You know, well, number one, a lamb is subject to be led around, to be victimized, to be all of these things. Like, people have spent so much time trying to humanize God that humanity feels as though they get to pick whatever pieces of God that they want and put it on. Or honor that, you know, CEO of religions, you know, Christmas and Easter only motherfuckers. You know
The majority of society.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But that's not God at all. And I said, I don't think people understand how cold my God is because they read stories in the Bible. I was like, especially the flood, that's probably the most, like, the coldest story in the world.
Based on, I know the story well, but please break it down why you figure it's the most.
Well, just to give you the brass tacks, because I took my time with it on Real Life. So I'm not going to overdo it, oversaturate it, but it's real simple. There was a man that was minding his business, and it was him and his family. And a vision came to him out of nowhere, from the ether. From the ether.
So this is not a pre-existing prophecy that he was in tune with.
No.
Okay.
People keep forgetting there had never been rain before the flood. There was no need for boat craft. There was no need for it. So where the fuck did the design come from? From something that we're still using, technology we are still using today. Like, people keep forgetting. Moses... Noah was the first, he was the first Navy man. He was the first seaman.
The first, yes, of course.
The very first. There had never been a boat before then. So how is it that no one bothered to take the time? This is how blind the people were around him. Nobody bothered to take the time that he had an idea, come out of the fucking ether, and he was able to craft some shit with his own two hands, telling his kids what to do, and it's perfect. Fuck that there's no water. damn, nigga, where you get this design from? Like, ain't nobody asking relevant shit. They're just laughing. They're laughing. And they're laughing. And then they get on their boat. And then doors seal up. And the water came.
Sound like,
So it makes me think about my life right now. Because right now, the water's about to come. Diddy's in jail. And it's raining fucking all holy shit for all of those people that praised him, for all of those people that were down with him, for all of those people that laughed at me, for all of those people that lied about me. She's crazy. She don't know what she's talking about. It doesn't matter if it's true. It's Diddy. He's not going anywhere. He's never going to jail. It's never going to rain.
hello, Noah.
How do
Lady
these
Noah.
people sound any different? They don't. It sounds like they all suffer from the same a selective hearing.
Ellen J. Wright, please keep prophesying.
You
to
know,
us.
so here we go. Then now, clearly, humanity hasn't changed. But then I started talking about as the rain came, they were like, okay, all right, it's going to be over soon. Some shit ain't never happened before. But it didn't stop. And then the water gets higher and higher and higher. Now you swimming. You never had to swim before. How do you do that? Because right now, up until this point, these people weren't running around swimming in large bodies of water.
So it was a creek or a river was the biggest
It
thing
was
they encountered.
exactly, it was before the Pangea. There was no need for them to be going out swimming in the ocean. They had ponds, they had rivers, creeks. No, you're dealing with an ocean of water killing you, making you tired, G. How many of them apologized to Noah while they were drowning?
You seen like what I've seen, the cartoons, the illustrations,
Like-
the people knocking on the door, begging to
Like,
get in.
imagine. But this is the thing, though. This is water. This is water. Something that we need, something that we've engineered, something that is a blessing, something that we cannot survive without. And water, something that you need, is strangling you.
Turning on you.
And I asked the guys, before I get into it, have you ever seen anyone drown? I have. 5 people. It's amazing.
Under what type of circumstances?
Just out of nowhere, at the beach, at the lake.
Separate incidents?
Yeah, all separate incidents.
And what do you get? What do you take away from that? I've seen people lose their life,
The
but not by
helplessness.
drowning.
The helplessness. The helplessness of everyone involved in that moment. Everyone is helpless. The only way another human being makes a matter is if that person can get there before the water takes over. Because once the water takes over, now you want a countdown for breath. And you still got to be able to get that person out of the water and get them to air, or be able to hold their head up until they get there and hope that they you know what I mean, that they catch it, because some people don't.
And without training, trying to save someone that is panicking is the worst thing you can do.
So how do you do that when you've never had to do it before? They didn't. Did they apologize to Noah? While they were sitting there, gasping for
know.
air, treading water?
Doubt it.
What about that last faint knock?
Right. Right.
It's amazing. Water takes over a person. They can't breathe. They can't function. They're panicking, so their muscles become heavy. So now they're sinking.
Do you think those that was in that implosion had a moment to think of that, or do you think it was? Remember the submarine